Get you ready for an excellent doubleheader. The Knicks and the Bulls, then the Timberwolves and the Clippers. But we need to start. Are you okay?
He was drinking it backwards.
No, I'm not drinking backwards. It's a right-handed cup, but the logo...
Let's get to some basketball. We're going to start with a classic between the Celtics and the Lakers. It's our opening tip.
No.
Jason Tatum recorded his fourth 40-point game of the season in dramatic win against the Lakers, including the playoffs. Tatum's 44 points are the second most by a Celtics player that has ever scored against the Los Angeles Lakers. Anthony Davis, he also continued his excellent run of late, scoring 30 points in 5 of his last 6 games, but with 28 seconds left to play in regulation, Davis missed both free throws, and that would have put LA up by 4. The Celtics ultimately prevailed in the overtime period. 4 Celtics players combined to score their 12 points, and Westbrook scored 6 of the Lakers' 8 points on 6 shot attempts. But look at this. The schedule, it does not get easier, and it has not been kind to the Lakers lately. They are 1-4 in their last 5 games, with their only win coming against the Pistons. According to ESPN Analytics, this was the second toughest 5-game stretch the Lakers have played this season. So, we could find silver linings. I know my friend Chiney will. But if you had to choose whether or not you are encouraged or discouraged by the Lakers' performances, Rich, what would that answer be?
Encouraged, because Anthony Davis is playing some of the best basketball in the league. Now, do I believe in where the Lakers are?
Perk, fix your face.
Do they still need to make a move? They're all like, look, it's okay, Perk, we're fine. My point is this. Anthony Davis is playing the best basketball he's played in 2 seasons, 3 seasons, right? And so when I look at the combined with LeBron James, if you put pieces around them, if you add to the talent, if you clean up some of the deficiencies, then I think that they have a chance to make some noise.
Perk, your face says it all?
Yeah, because Richard be tripping. Like, it's nothing encouraging about the Lakers right now. Like they lost. LeBron, Russ, AD had a phenomenal game, and they lost. They took the L, right? This is a team that's not built on the future. This is a team that's built on now, winning the championship this year. So anything less than that or anything less than being in the playoff hunt is discouraging if you're a Laker fan. Like, them not being able to close games, them not being able to have a great record and compete with the best teams, being that what? Any team that's 500 or better, their record is 5-15. Like, that is horrible, Richard. And for you to come on here and say, oh, yeah, it's encouraging because AD is finally starting to play well. Well, that he said after Detroit, didn't he say, hold on, Malika, Chiney, didn't he say after Detroit that they could beat anybody in the league?
Correct.
They had a chance to prove it last night, and they didn't.
So per usual, between Richard and Perk, I'm going to be Switzerland. And I will tell you this.
Smart.
I will tell you the good thing about the Lakers, what they've shown is that, hey, they have moving forward an opportunity where their schedule is a little bit more advantageous, where they take that mindset versus the Bucks, the mindset versus the Philly, the mindset versus Celtics, and you translate that to the next 5 games. That should be wins. But at the same time, it's really tough because you look at LeBron James having for the first time this season back-to-back 30-point-plus games. And then you also have AD, since he missed those 2 games to illness, he's averaged 34 and I believe 13, and it's still not enough for them to get wins. We've always known that 1 star can't guarantee you wins in the NBA. 2 stars, those 2 guys are supposed to be LeBron James and AD, and it's not happening. Hopefully over the next stretch, Perk, it's still a little early. Like, we're in a little bit post quarter of the season in the NBA. If they can play that Darvin Ham basketball that we've seen with the intensity,
free throws in both games.
Yeah, make their free throws and beat the teams that they're supposed to beat, they'll be okay for the playoffs. But I know that the standard is championships in Los Angeles, not just play-in playoffs.
Well, the Lakers are going to be on our air against the Denver Nuggets on Friday. Let's go to the Celtics side of things because their win.
That'll put a smile on his face.
Here comes a silver lining. He'll find a silver lining with this.
Their win capped a 6-game road trip.
What up? Here comes the real.
Well, here's the thing, though. They were 4-2 on that trip. So to you, what have the Celtics proven, Perk?
That they can fight through anything and how deep they are. Like, they're still the best team in basketball. I don't care if they went on the West Coast And yes, they had a loss to the Golden State Warriors, and they had another loss to the Clippers. I get that. They finished 4-2. They didn't have their big men, and Al Horford and Robert Williams. That's what it proved to me, is that they need a healthy roster in order to compete with the same people that's in the same teams that are in the title contender race. So I'm not looking down on this road trip. 4-2 on this road trip without your starting center and your starting power forward, that's a hell of a road trip on the West Coast.
So earlier on NBA Today, Richard,
you were going to bring this up.
I know, and I'm choosing violence. Richard, you said that wasn't good enough for them, a 4-2. Would you like to recant your statement? I'm just giving you the floor and the opportunity.
He said it was it was a disaster.
He said disaster?
Let me, okay.
Thanks, Perk.
Now,
yeah.
Boston Celtics fans, very similar to like Laker fans, you guys have the utmost of basketball intelligence. Your team, yes, your team, you can say, hey, we didn't have our bigs. Well, look, the Golden State Warriors didn't have Wiggins, the guy that was probably the second best player for the Warriors. My point is this. The Boston Celtics have a chance to be one of the most elite teams that we have seen in a decade. I've been on one of those teams. Perk has been on one of those teams. This Boston team has the exact same opportunity. With that opportunity means when you go to Golden State, you can't lose that game. You can't, and again, I know they're the defending champions. You can't play like that against the Clippers. You can't be free throws away from losing to the Lakers. That just means in a 3-game stretch, you should hold your health to a higher standard. They're still the best team in basketball.
Well, but Joe Mazzulla did say after last night's game that what he did like about this road trip is because they had to win and sometimes lost in so many different ways, there was different lessons in each one of those things. They had to have a huge lead, give it up, fight all the way back. They had to do all of these different things in order to learn about themselves so that ultimately, when they get back to the finals, which is their goal this year, they will be battle tested in those different ways. So maybe, I'm pulling it today here. That's a silver lining.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.